welcome everyone. Today, we have already started the chapter number 2 of standard 8 mathematics, that is parallel lines and transversal. Okay, so in this chapter we have seen parallel lines, transversal, and three angles formed by the transversal, and we have completed the practice set 2.1 also. Okay, so now today in this video we are moving next to the chapter. So next topic in this chapter is properties of angles formed by two parallel lines and a transversal. Student, here one figure, no, two figures are given to us. Okay, so in figure A you can see, and figure B also, there are two parallel lines. Okay, these two are parallel lines. Okay, and transversal line, this is a transversal line which intersect these two parallel lines at these two distinct points, like this point and this point. So this line is called as a transversal line, and these two are parallel line. Okay, so now let's do one activity. So student, basically in this part we have to see as shown in figure A. Okay, this is figure A and this is figure B. Draw two parallel lines ended transversal on a paper. So we have to draw two parallel lines and a transversal on a paper. Draw a copy of the figure, another blank sheet, a trace paper as shown in the figure B. Now part color part 1 and part 2 with different color. These two part 1 and part 2 with different colors. Now cut out the two parts with a pair of scissors. Okay, so basically in this part we have to see the which angles are corresponding angles, which are interior alternate angles and exterior alternate angles, and which are the interior angles, and we have to see what are the property of what are the properties of these angles, okay, which are formed by the transversal line. So let's see student here. Okay student, here you can see, we see that angle B. Okay, now first of all student, I am giving you one short, we can say a short way for you to remember the correspondence angles, interior angles, and the alternate angles, and interior alternate angles. Okay, now let's see the short way. Okay, so student, you can see here a figure. Okay, so this part, okay, this part, this part, this and this, like here the figure which form the angles which are formed between the F, like this here. Okay, this F you can see, right, this F part. So angle formed here and here, these angles are called correspondence angle. Like we can say angles which are formed between the two horizontal line of F are called as a correspondence line, corresponding angles. Okay, these are the angles which are formed by letter F. These are the corresponding angles. Okay, and now the angles which are formed by the letter Z, these are the alternate angles. Okay, like this and this. And in the alternate angle we have two types, that is interior alternate angles like this, and exterior alternate angle, which are here. Okay, so an exterior alternate angle. And next part is the interior angle. Now see, interior angles means like this, like here you can see now, here this type of angle which are formed by the letter C are called as the interior angle, like here and here. Okay, and here these are the exterior angle. Okay, so let angles formed by the letter F are the corresponding angles, letter Z alternate angles, and letter C, these are the interior angles. Okay, so here you can see, we see that angle B, like here we can say as angle B. Angle B equals to angle D, right? And angle F equals to angle H. See student, here angle B will equals to angle D, and angle F will equals to, or congruent means equal, angle F equals to angle H. Why? Because these are equal, because see here these are the, okay, so why these are equal? Because these are the these type of angles, right? Here these are the coincide means this part will be equal, this part will be equals to this, and this will be equal to this. Okay, so these four angles are equal to each other. Okay, are equal. Now next will be here we have seen that angle B equals to angle D and angle F equals to angle H. Okay, so similarly we can say angle A will be congruent to angle C and angle E will be congruent to angle G. That means all these angles here are similar to each other. Okay, due to some of the due why, because these angles are formed by the one transversal line only. Okay, that's why these eight angles are equal. Okay, now first is angle A will be congruent or congruent with angle E. Angle A will be congruent with angle E. So student, just now I have told you these angles. Here you can see the letter F. Okay, here you can see the letter F is angle formed within the letter F's. Angle A will be congruent to E. Why these are congruent? These are congruent by corresponding angles. Okay, here these are the pair of corresponding angles. So angle A congruent to angle E, this is the first pair of congruent angle. Likewise angle B will be congruent to angle F, right? Second pair of congruent angle. Now here, okay, we have completed the like this. Okay, now we will see the lower F. Upper F we have completed. Now we will take lower F, that is D will be congruent to H and C will be congruent to G. Okay, so these are the four pair of corresponding angles which are equal or we can say congruent to each other. Now next is the interior alternate angle, or we can say alternate angles. Now see, so angle D here, angle D will be congruent to angle F, right? Just now I have told you these angles are formed like in Z. Okay, so these Z, so angle D will be congruent to angle F, and like this angle C will be congruent to angle E. So these two are the pair of interior interior means they are forming inside these two parallel lines. Okay, now we will see the exterior. Exterior means the angles which will be formed outside the parallel line. So now let's see the exterior alternate angle. So first is angle A. Angle A will be congruent to which angle? G. Okay, exterior alternate angle. Exterior means outside of the Z. Okay, angle A will be congruent to angle G and angle B will be congruent to angle H. So these are the pair of exterior alternate angles. So student from, okay, now next first we will see the point number 4. Okay, these three we have completed. Now we will see point 4. Now major angle D, this major angle D plus major angle E. Student, here you can see these are formed within the between or inside the this line, inside the two parallel lines. So these are the interior angles. Okay, so the addition of major angle D and major angle E will be equals to 180 degree. Why 180 degree? Because these are the supplementary to each other. Okay, likewise similarly major angle C plus major angle F will be equals to 180 degree. Okay, these are, as these are supplementary, so the addition of these two angles will be 180 degree. Okay, see here, major angle D plus major angle E is equals to 180 degree, and on the next part major angle C plus major angle F equals to 180 degree. Okay, these are the interior angles. Okay, so student, we have seen in this, from this figure, that corresponding angles and alternate angles are congruent to each other. Congruent means equal to each other. Okay, right here you can see this is a symbol of congruent. And the interior angles, the addition of the interior angles is, addition of two interior angles is this 180 degree. Okay, so this was all about the properties of angles formed by the two parallel lines and a transversal. Now let's see the next part. Okay, so student, in this part we are going to see, or we are going to learn about the property of corresponding angles. Okay, now here one figure is given to us and we have to study these properties of corresponding angles. So first is each pair of corresponding angles. Okay, So first of all, this should be clear to you that when transversal line will intersect two parallel lines, total 8 angles are formed here. Okay, 4 angles here and 4 angles to next parallel line. Okay, so each pair of corresponding angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal is of congruent angles, means equals. Okay, now see what are the congruent angles, like here, which will be formed by letter F, like this or like this. Okay, so the angles which are present over here and here are the congruent angles. Okay, remember this step to get clearly identify the corresponding angles. Okay, so the angles are corresponding angles are congruent angles. Okay, so in the adjoining figure, in this figure, line pq parallel to line rs. Okay, these two are parallel lines and line ab is transversal line. So corresponding angles, like here angle amp will be congruent to angle mnr. Likewise, angle amq congruent to mns. Okay, and angle PMN will congruent to RNB, QMN congruent to angle this SNM. Okay, these angles are congruent here, and this and this. Okay, now next is the property of that means these corresponding angles are congruent. Okay, now we will see the property of alternate angle, and alternate angles which are formed by letter Z. Okay, like this. And two types of angles, alternate angles, interior and exterior. Interior like means this, and exterior will here. Okay, now first, each pair of alternate angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal is congruent angle. That means they are equal to each other. So interior alternate angles, here we have to see in this figure only. Interior alternate angles means here angle PMN and angle MNS. Second pair will be angle QMN and angle MNR. Okay, and the exterior alternate angles are angle AMP will congruent to angle SNB and angle AMQ congruent to RNB. So these are the pair of alternate angles. So these corresponding angles and alternate angles are congruent to each other. Okay, now next is the property of interior angles. So each pair of interior angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal is of supplementary angles. Okay, this property we have already discussed in the just now. Okay, so transform these are the supplementary angles. Okay, that's why interior angles, the addition of interior angles will be 180 degree. Like here, major angle PMN, major angle M plus major angle MNR equals to 180 degree, and major angle QMN plus major angle MNS will be equals to 180 degree. Okay, so again I am repeating, the corresponding angles and alternate angles will be congruent to each other, and in case of interior angles will be the addition of both angles will be 180 degree. Why? Because these are the supplementary angles. Okay, that's why it is addition is 180 degree. So student, this was all about the properties of angles which are formed by the parallel lines and transversal line.